Greetings. It's day 79. Yes, I know I didn't do a video yesterday. To be fair, yesterday was full of fun and games, and not in a good way. When you're potty training a 4-year-old, you generally end up with what are referred to as dirty clothes. They smell bad and you don't particularly want to touch them. When you don't have any running water, a washing machine is very hard to operate, and hand washing is only good up to a point. So today I will be switching the water on, letting a leak run quite badly to get enough pressure to fill the washing machine so it works, and that'll be fun. I've contacted the water board saying, oh no, we've got a leak, we're getting it fixed. So in theory, they know. Also had a meeting up at the school about Seb's future. He's not doing well with mainstream education, and it's at the point it's affecting other children's learning. So there are specialist units we're looking at. Seb's going to be involved along the way. The teacher's going to come and look at some with me. We're going to figure out if any of them are going to be better for him than actually going to school. And I think, as much as I would love him to stay in a school where he's got lots of friends, if he's not going to learn anything and he's affecting other people's ability to learn, it's no good for anyone. And I hate saying that, but it's not that it's a failure. It's he needs to learn, he needs to do better, and this is the way that he can do it. So yeah, we've got that now in the way. Universal credit started to come in, but they told me it's going to be deducted a bit because I'm still getting carer's allowance, despite the fact I got a letter from them saying that I'm not getting carer's allowance, which is great. So I'm phoning up people saying that I don't have carer's allowance, and they've got a copy of the letter on the system. Fine. They're going to pass it off to someone, and within 48 hours, it'll be sorted. The person they're passing it off to is the same office. It may even be the same person who looks at my universal credit to see if the letter that they're looking at on my carer's allowance is actually exists. How does that take 2 days? So that's fun. I also met up with a friend yesterday. Hi, Amanda, if you're watching. Over the last couple of years with COVID and illness and everything, I've lost touch with a lot of people who I should have kept in touch with, if only for mental health or the fact that we were friends. And I do regret sort of like losing touch with a lot of people. So I poked them with an olive branch and was sort of like, hi, can we talk? And it's nice to actually sit down with people and actually speak to them and say what happened. Because people get distracted with things like Hollywood movies. You run into this idea that there's this miscommunication. And because of that, suddenly you hate each other. And then at the end, there's this, massive thing where you get together and realize that you were both silly for not actually sitting down and talking. That never happens in real life. If you don't talk and you don't pay attention to each other, then you stop talking and you just lose touch. So talk to people. So yeah, I've reached out to a few people. The way it works is they either sit down and talk with me and we figure out, hey, we're friends, nothing's changed. And if they don't want to, then I feel better because I'm poking them with a branch. So yeah, and then today, 12 o'clock, I've got a meeting up at the school discussing why over the last few months Seb's been late a lot. He's got 100% attendance. It's just he's been late for a lot of days. Oh, I wonder if there's any circumstances happening at home that have made it difficult for him to maintain a time schedule. A dad with no concept of time, a boy with no concept of time, and a girl with no concept of time. Trying to get people dressed in the morning is an art form, and I don't know how some people do it. Because honestly, I don't know how I manage it some mornings. I have threatened to take Seb to school in his pants before now.
So following a discussion with the school, we've both decided that we're going to have a time that we get in the car. And if Seb is not dressed by that point, his clothes will go in a bag and get taken up to school with him. And the teachers will help him get dressed in the classroom. Yeah, I know. But the threat of you'll go to school in your pants is actually now a perfectly valid threat. It's not even a threat, it's a warning. So that may happen. The idea being that if he does it once or twice, he'll realise that it's probably easier to get dressed at home than it is to go into the car. Anyway, sorry for interrupting. Back to you, Graham.
One day I will actually do it, just to prove a point. But so I've got a meeting up at the school about what's the cause of Seb not making it to school on time. So that's going to be fun. So it's been a bit of an interesting day, but I'm starting to settle into a routine of everything now. So it's wake up, have a coffee, get the kids up, try and get them dressed, shout at Seb a little bit. Today, I had issues trying to sort out carer's allowance. And so Seb was coming in and it's all like, Seb, I need to be on my own doing this for a bit. And he just wouldn't go. It's all like, Seb, go away. It started to get a bit impolite. So pretty much I had to pick him up and take him out of his room, put him in his room and tell him that I needed quiet and space so that I could actually concentrate. So he got upset. I got upset. And eventually, there was a hug and sorries, and he admitted that he wanted to know what I was doing because he wanted to do it so I didn't have to. And I had to take time to explain to him that I'm doing it because it's what I do. It's my duty to do it. And that Seb is a child and he doesn't need to do it. He doesn't deserve to do it because it's my responsibility. And he needs to be a child and live as a child and not think about these things. But the level of maturity in him actually saying that he wanted to be responsible and help me was really sweet. I love that boy, but some days he's just... How can you love someone so much that you want your entire world to just constantly revolve around them and be the sweetest and most adorable thing, and yet when they're asleep, remember that you hate the sound that people can breathe wrong, and despite the fact that you love them unconditionally, you just want to scream at them for just being an idiot. Considering everything that's happening with the water, let me show you what I have to go through to get the dishwasher going. So, outside the front of the house, it's almost as if they know that there's a problem. Right. There we go. Now it's running quite fast, but that's because the entire system's depressurized at the moment. So it does slow down. But that was literally just a quarter turn. Let's go have a look out the back. So there we go. This is the Now when I turn on taps and things, that flow goes down to pretty much nothing, but it's annoying. So now with the dishwasher and washing machine going, and bathroom tap halfway on, so it's filling up the bath with cold water with a jug and a bowl that's used for flushing the toilet. Although it's nice to actually have the toilet that flushes just after you do that, because it sort of like just cleans everything out. Yeah. Now all I have to do is wait an hour, and then when both of those stop, I'll turn the water off, and then refill the water jugs, put them back in the fridge, and we're done, he said. In other news, I also went to mow the lawn yesterday because it was nice. I released the blue genie from the extension lead I had. Although thinking back, this extension lead was nicely donated to me by Tasha's dad when we first moved in here. We first moved in here about 15 years ago. Oh no, actually closer to about 12. Anyway, so yeah, about 12 years ago we moved in here, and this extension lead was old even then. I didn't realise, but if you have any, power strips, GFCI type extension leads, you're supposed to replace them every 6 months. The warranty on them only lasts for about 6 months. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so it exploded, so I'm not going to bother replacing it. That's going in the bin, and instead I bought me sort of like a 10-metre reel that's new and can handle better wattage and stuff. So yeah, when it stops raining now, or looks like it's not going to rain, I'll mow the lawn again. So seriously, it's been a week and I've attempted to mow the lawn 3 times, and every single time something's gone wrong. I think the lawn might be cursed. Anyway, yeah, so welcome to my life. It will be fine. Eventually, at some point, maybe.